Okay. This is my second visit here with Dr. Sharif. I came to him because I had a severe headache, not migraine, nothing that was debilitating, but just a painful, annoying headache for about 6 months. I saw my family doctor. I saw a neurologist. I had a CAT scan, a CT scan, myriad of blood tests. I had a visit to the chiropractor. I went to the chiropractor for 6 weeks. I went to an acupuncturist for 3 visits. Between my insurance company and me, we spent about $18,000 trying to figure out what's going on with my headaches, as they were just really, I could function with them, but it was just, it made me miserable. I was very crabby. I came and saw Dr. Sharif 3 weeks ago. He gave me my remedy. I'm a pulsatilla. I took my remedy.
It was your homeopathic remedy.
My homeopathic remedy, and my headache went away in about 8 minutes, and I hadn't experienced any relief in 6 months, at least 6 months, maybe more. I was taking 6-8 doses of Vicodin and Percocet. I haven't had any of them since then. I came in today on Dr. Sharif's lunch break, and I took another remedy, and it was 9 minutes, and my headache's gone. Anybody that sees us talking, I am a wholehearted believer, and I went from basically thinking it was crazy talk to
give me some more.
yeah, I mean, I beat feet down here today.
Okay, show me all the hives first and then the warts.
So these are all the hives.
See,
These little red splotches
wings, Mommy.
right here. Even this little right here.
The wings.
And right here on the side.
Where?
You have wings? And right here on the side.
And then it's got the warts. And then
These are wings.
You know what?
These are wings.
These little bumps are getting off his arms.
Oh,
See?
this is
Yay!
pretty big.
These are hives. These are bumps.
Oh.
yeah, I don't see any warts on his back.
No, definitely not. These are, like I said, it's primarily in his arms now.
Hi.
Hi.
That's the only thing that's left out of all those warts. It's the only one.
That's the only one.
That I have a concussion on top of a concussion, and it could take years to come away, you know. But it's just really hard to wait for a change. I don't really have a lot left of endurance.
So Eric, this is the medicine. I'm going to give you homeopathic medicine right here. The little tiny pills, they taste like sugar. I'm going to put them in a little cup. And right here, you just put them in your mouth and you suck on it like candy. It tastes like candy. Okay, yeah. You just dump the whole thing in your mouth. Yeah, and then if you put it under your tongue, it's better. Eric, I really think this remedy you just took, it'll work much better if you took a nap. I encourage you to consider it.
I probably should.
It'll work a lot better. Because right now your body's going to a healing state, and if you take a nap, that healing will go much deeper. So I highly encourage you to just take a quick nap, even if it's a power nap, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, or however long your nap is fine with me. Can we do that?
It's probably what I should do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt you. And it's comfortable. You have, Okay, so Eric, hi again. So, you just took a, 45-minute nap?
I have no idea.
I think it was about 45 minutes. So how do you feel right now?
I feel insanely relaxed. I think I have no memory of being relaxed.
You don't have any memory of being relaxed?
Not in recent memory, no, I haven't relaxed at all. And yeah, I just feel like I could breathe
deeply.
Where I haven't had any deep breaths for quite some time, and wanted, fighted desperately for them, and I can't get any deep breaths. But now I feel like I'm relaxed, and I'm not all a physical mess.
I just found your state, gave you the remedy that matches it. So the reason other doctors weren't able to help you is not because of anything other than they just didn't have this tool. They didn't have homeopathy in their toolbox. And I'm sure they wish they could have been of help to you. They just didn't have the right tool.
I surely like the homeopathic method.
Yeah,
You know,
I hope you do.
I've never experienced it except a couple hours ago walking in your door, and
Yeah. You know
wow, I'm just so thankful.
Hello, Eric.
Hello.
So I first met you on March 1st. It's been about a month and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
Today is April 22nd of 2011. So, and I gave you a dose of your homeopathic remedy, which happened to be Helleborus at the time.
Yes.
So, would you mind sharing with us what changes you've experienced since your first visit?
Yes, it was 3 months of a nonstop migraine that would never end, and it was unfixable with the doctors. There's no way they could help me with it. I was just going to have to wait for it to go away. And
It was continuous around the
nonstop
clock.
migraine that was so intense that I couldn't really function anymore. I am disabled, but I couldn't even function in my strange little disabled life. And
That was after a car accident
after a
3
car
months ago.
accident, yeah, a bad car accident gave me another concussion on top of an old 19-year-old concussion that put me into this horrible state of this migraine that would never end, and my brain was all confused, couldn't complete thoughts. It was terrible. And I had an amazing thing happen the day you gave me the remedy. My head symptoms, the migraine, the confused thoughts, all of that pretty much dissipated within like an hour. And I couldn't really believe that it had happened. And now, like a month and a half later, I've had a lot of time to reflect on it, and I haven't needed anything else. And I canceled a lot of other therapies that would have antidoted it. Yeah, like shocks to try to figure out some nerve damage in my hand and stuff. But the overall cure, it was amazing what it cured. Not just that headache I found, but it took care of the feeling like.
You're thinking.
The worst thing was my thinking was completely messed up, and I couldn't get my thoughts straight. On top of that, not being able to think straight, I had imminent feelings that I was just going to die daily. I would just think, how could I possibly endure these migraines that never end forever? And I think my body was just coming up with a way that was just telling me I was going to die. So I had these imminent feelings of death.
And nightmares, too.
Horrible nightmares that were drowning and killing me, and a variety of horrible, not wanting to discuss that kind of stuff. But it was just really horrible nightmares. And
have they all disappeared?
all of that pretty much was taken care of that day. Yeah, just an amazing turnaround that when I went to my doctor's the next day, I think 2 days after I saw you, I saw my doctor, and I explained to her that what you had done, and she just said, so it's a miracle cure. And I said, yeah, that'd be a good thing for you to learn, you should have
Homeopathy.
Yeah, homeopathy is definitely a miracle cure. And my regular doctor's eyes, there was no explanation of what you had done.
No.
And I said, all my symptoms have predominantly gone away, and I can't believe it. I am so stunned and happy, and she said she was very happy too.
Sure.
And but she couldn't really understand what you had done.
Sure. Well, it's homeopathy.
So everything that seems to happen to me, I would go to my doctors, and they would say, "There's nothing we can do for
I
you.
understand.
What a drag. We wish we could help you. We really see we need to help you, but we can't. We don't know what to do."
So sad.
So then I would go home and wait. Mostly the cure was wait it out.
And it took one dose of your remedy Helleborus to do
6 little tiny grains of sand. It looked like.
over the last six weeks.
No sense.
And
And you gave me a second dose, but I've never taken it.
Take it, and then you basically felt like the effect was it did what it was gonna do for you within a day or two or three.
Within 1 day, everything it did.
What happened in a day?
We took care of everything within a day, which was some pretty large stuff for it to take care of within a day. I am astounded.
No, it was Helleborus 200C for the students. Okay.
Thank you.
Just a few minutes ago, I had a dose of causticum. I've been into natural medicine for many, many years and lots of supplements, and just recently started learning about homeopathy and causticum. What it does for me is that it makes me light and happy, almost euphoric. When I take my remedy, things don't seem to bother me. I laugh. I laugh out loud, which is something that I used to not do before. So I'm sold on homeopathy, and I hope you will be too. Thank you.
At the beginning of the session here, I was still suffering from the stroke sensations. I took a homeopathic remedy from Dr. Sharif here about a half hour ago, and I've had steady improvements in different parts of my body. They haven't all been equal, but they haven't all been changed. Overall, I'd say that the symptoms feel like 60% better as far as relaxation goes. I don't feel the tightness in the muscles on my right side that I was having. And generally speaking, overall, I just feel really relaxed.
Wonderful.
And this is this is amazing.
Hi, my name's Tracy, and when I first took my remedy, I had sarcoidosis. I was sitting in Dr. Sharif's office and I could barely breathe. My lungs were so bad, and I took my remedy for the first time, and within a couple of minutes my lungs calmed down, I stopped coughing, and it was purely amazing. The remedy has saved my life. If I had to choose between the remedy and all the other supplements that Dr. Sharif gives me, I would definitely choose the remedy. It's kept me steady, it's kept me strong, and when I take it, it's completely saved my life. I actually have my kids taking it because they came in with severe allergies. Nothing worked, and so my daughters, they take their remedy now. Their allergies are completely gone, and it's been about a year since they've been taking it, and literally within 1 year they've each only had one cold. They don't get sick, they feel steady, they're very happy and healthy little girls, and we really, really, really believe in our remedies. So.
And I'm just able to enjoy life. When I was stramonium, I could be at a party. I could be in the middle of, when I wasn't manic, I could be like in the middle of a crowd, like after the Mariners won a great big huge game, and be in a crowd and get very, very fearful and have to leave and have to get out of there right away. Just have this fleeing kind of, like I had to get out of there. So I couldn't, it was like I just couldn't enjoy anything in life because it all seemed like, I would always think, don't these people know they're going to die? That everything's worth nothing anyway? Or you know, just, I couldn't seem to get my mind off of the great big picture of life and death. And now I can focus more, and I can focus on daily the little joys and be in the moment. There was no being in the moment. It was, doesn't everybody know it's worth nothing and it's all meaningless and vanity, a chase after the wind, and nobody knows it but me. But now I can be in the moment, and I can enjoy the little things, and I don't drop below that basement, and I haven't, and that's been the biggest indicator of a change, I think. It has changed my life.
Let's see, I took the remedy about a month ago, and I think within about 15 minutes things started looking really bright to me. I had come in very depressed. Normally I'm not, but I had been for about a month. And I started noticing the light seemed brighter, and as I went through the day, I just felt more alive. I was able to look at things and see the beauty in them that I hadn't necessarily seen before, you know, like trees with bare branches and that kind of thing. And now I just feel like I feel healthier than I've ever felt in my whole life.
Would you say that?
Yeah, physically and emotionally.
First time I took arsenicum, it turned me from a tornado into a soft breeze.
I love my remedy. It's my crazy pill. It makes me happy, and it makes me easy to love.
My homeopathic remedy puts me in a euphoric place that I want to stay forever. And it's legal.
Hello, Cheryl.
Hi.
So you go ahead.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cheryl Berry, and I'm a chiropractor. And I came to see Dr. Sharif because I had basically wasn't feeling like I was having the full energy that I would like to have. I would have episodes where I felt wonderful, and then other times when I didn't feel like I had the energy throughout the day that I wanted. So we tried the constitutional homeopathics, and what I immediately noticed was just a brightness. There was like a change just looking out within the room, and things look brighter. They seem to have more depth, more clarity, and over time what I've just found is my energy is more stable. I don't seem to have the highs and the lows that I used to have. Sleeping better, and I certainly resonate with what he's doing in terms of bringing more life force energy into our beings.
My experience with homeopathy has been life-changing. The first time I was given the remedy, it lasted 3 to 4 days. Significant energy improvement, physically felt better, didn't have the muscle fatigue and weakness, carrying my daughter upstairs wasn't an issue. Yeah, it felt really good.
The leg cramps?
Leg cramps went away.
This weird sensation upon breathing out?
I didn't notice that diminished the first time.
Okay.
But like I said, it only lasted 3 or 4 days the first time.
Okay.
And the second time, it lasted 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
The remedy lasted 3
The
weeks?
remedy lasted 3 weeks.
And this last time, the third time you took it, it lasted 5 weeks? Okay, and today you took your 4th round of the same remedy? Okay.
And I'm hoping this will last a few months.
Hopefully. Okay. Now, as when you took this remedy today in the office, you reported a few changes right there on the spot. Can you mention those changes? They happened within 5 to 10 minutes.
Within 5 to 10 minutes, my the leg weakness diminished.
To what?
Actually, as of right now, which is what,
15 minutes.
15 minutes, it's gone.
It's gone. Okay. How bad was it before you took the remedy?
Oh gosh, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably like a 7.
Like really severe weakness?
Yeah, just very, very weak.
Okay. No, that's gone. Okay. What else? What about energy?
I immediately felt a more mental focus. Yeah, I just felt more in tune with what you were saying, if that makes any sense. Yeah, just definitely sharper and crisper.
And more
thinking.
energy, you said?
Starting to feel more energy now. That took maybe 10 minutes,
Yeah,
10, 15 minutes.
Your energy initially you said was 3 out of 10. What is it now?
Now I'd say like maybe a 6 or 7.
Okay, so after 5 minutes it was like a 5. They went a 6, 7. Okay.
Since the humor's coming back.
I've been struggling with eczema since I was 3 years old. Something that has always plagued me as a 3-year-old. Growing up, my eczema would be cracked and bleeding. It would be itchy all the time. I just didn't feel like I was in my own skin. And then in the last year, I've been on the homeopathic remedy. The remedy has been what has totally cured my eczema. So it has helped a lot.
How often have you taken your homeopathic remedy? Roughly, you know.
Roughly, I mean, I think I've taken it 4 times over the last year.
Over the last year. And basically when the remedy is working, is there any trace of eczema in your body?
Nothing. It's like I don't even have eczema at all.
And then when it wears off, it starts to slowly creep in.
Right.
So 4 times in a year.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, Cook.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to tell us about Helen?
Yeah, Helen is an autistic kid, and she was in very bad behavior before, and she was screaming and yelling a lot.
Yeah.
She in bad mood, and sometimes I cannot calm her down. She have trouble at school. She scream a lot because she irritated to all the noise around. And since she take the bufo, she took the first dose and she was happy and good mood, and she improved in everything in her behavior for 2 or 3 weeks, and then she's getting bad again. But since she take the second dose of bufo on June 19, and she was totally perfect in her mood, and she's happy than ever, and she sleeps very well at night. Before she's screaming a lot at night. Before she take a bufo, sometimes she wake up and she scream for 2 or 3 hours during the night time, and she go back to bed because she exhausted. She less picky. She eat a lot now. Before she was very picky in food, but now she eat almost everything I give her, and she less irritated to the noise. she's happy with the music in class. The teacher turned on the music and she's enjoying, she dance and she's smiling a lot.
How was she with music in the past?
In the past, when they turn on the music, she cover her ears and she scream because too loud for her.
Yeah.
She's very bad with the music before, but after she take the second dose of Bufo, she's happy now and she love all the songs in the class, and even at home when I try to sing for her, she's happy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Since then, I've had a lot more energy. I have a lot more desire to do things that I was putting off before and not doing.
Good.
I'm also going out for long walks now, and
you're able to.
And able to go for long walks, 30 to 40-minute walks, fast walking, and just doing other things like my book work at home that I need to do. Those kinds of things have been much easier to do. I don't have to talk myself into doing them now.
Okay.
I just sit down and
Do it.
decide
Great.
it's time to do them.
Good.
And that's much easier.
Good. And you have the energy to do it, and
yes.
and the mental clarity. Is that what you mean? Both.
Both. Yes.
Both.
Yes. The mental clarity too is very helpful in that area.
Have you had more mental clarity since last visit in general?
Much more mental clarity. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Much easier to make decisions of what I wanted to do for the day. I get up in the morning and I think, what do I want to do today? And I just do them.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about, do I feel like doing them? But I just automatically can do them now, and that feels good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And then as far as your digestive system has definitely improved too significantly, would you say? Since last visit?
Yes. I have daily bowel movements without any aids.
Any aids, okay.
Not even prunes. I just automatically have bowel movements.
Daily bowel movements, okay.
Every day.
And prior to your taking the homeopathic remedy last visit, you were having bowel movements how often?
I was doing.
Prior to last visit, you were having bowel movements how often?
About once a week with help.
With help.
With help. Yes.
Okay, so now once a day without help.
Without help, just
wonderful.
Natural bowel movements every day.
Great. And
in December, I was diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis. I was going to conventional rheumatologist, conventional medicine, and took methotrexate. And then when they said this is not going to work for you, you have to take Enbrel. I studied Enbrel. I couldn't go that route, so I stopped. And I'm glad I came here today. I took something else, and
you took a homeopathic
remedy, and within, I would say, 5 minutes or so, you can see fingers. This was impossible, by the way. That was the most I could get. Tools and everything else would fall from my hands. I am just surprised. I'm very difficult to be surprised, to be honest with you. Nothing is very, very impressive for me. But I'm really surprised, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
And then my other son took his remedy, and on Christmas Eve he had a horrible flu. He had fever. He was throwing up. He had diarrhea, the whole bit. He couldn't keep any fluids down. And we gave him his remedy on Christmas Eve, and 8 hours later he was completely fine. He didn't even exhibit anything, no stuffy nose, nothing from it. It was actually pretty amazing. And I know that when I've come and I've had just total lethargy, I just feel really lethargic, I'm moody, and I can't sleep. Whenever I've taken my remedy, I notice that my mood improves, I have more energy, I can sleep at night. And
that's your homeopathic remedy?
My homeopathic remedy. So every time I've taken it, I just can feel a difference, and I can also feel a difference when it's wearing off. Also, I have a stepdaughter who took her homeopathic remedy because she has acne, and we're also trying to take some of the toxins out of her liver. And she actually called me up and said, I can tell that remedy wore off, I really need more.
How could she tell?
She said that she felt really lethargic and she felt kind of weak. And she said she could feel a difference between when she had it and when she didn't have it. So every time each of us have had a remedy, we've either some condition has gone away or somebody's emotional state improves. So I recommend Dr. Sharif. I have recommended him to hundreds of people. I'm not exaggerating. And that's why I'm happy to do this for him, because we have seen physical results, emotional results.
What about the warts? How many? You want to talk about the numbers before and
There
after?
was like hundreds on Dylan, and he started
His
getting up on his
entire trunk.
face. Yeah, all the time his trunk, and then it started getting all over his face, which is why it came in his hands. And then the remedy, gave it to him twice. It took 2 doses, and you said if it works, then they'll get worse first, and they did. They got really bad over a couple weeks, and then we gave it to him again, and then they completely cleared up, which my pediatrician couldn't believe because she said it would take 2 years for him to go away.
So that's what's great is it's working and that's not something that's gonna it's not bad for your health and things like that. So it's been a great ride, and I'm just glad that I've been able to been experienced and been exposed to it, because a lot of people aren't exposed to it, and it's the greatest medicine out there.
I had tons of pain right in here. I couldn't do that without having tons of pain.
And what happened to?
Yeah, I don't have pain. I mean, I couldn't lift my.
And now you can lift your
Yeah,
first.
I still feel a little bit, but not near what I had. I mean, like I could not do that at all.
I felt an immediate change in my energy. Like I felt more alive, more awake, and kind of almost like a tingling sensation in my arms and my legs and in my chest. And following the treatment, the next couple of weeks, I had like a lot of energy to exercise, a lot of energy to, like waking up in the morning, I didn't feel like groggy at all, ever. I didn't feel like I needed tea. I felt really balanced and awake.
All of a sudden, I just felt more clarity and just peaceful and literally kind of like a spa effect.
Okay.
Where
Would you
I
say
just felt
Is centered
and just really peaceful and calm and like I was more connected to myself.
The first thing was my remedy, and finding out that I was a phosphorus and all these things that made me me. Again, the homeopathic remedy made me feel really individualized, and I felt like Dr. Sharif was such a good listener and really wanted to heal me first without just giving me a bunch of things to cover up my symptoms. So we started with my homeopathic remedy, which really helped me just to calm down a little bit and be able to focus.
He asked if I would take homeopathic remedy, and I said, sure, lay it on me. Within a matter of moments, I started feeling better. I could feel something. It was hard for me to
verbalize
what I felt, but I was definitely feeling better. Instead of feeling all weighted down, which is kind of what the flu does to me, I kind of felt lighter, really feeling like I was strong in my outlook. I was,
In life,
life was good. Yeah, my feelings were not hurt easily. My feelings were on a personal level. I didn't take things too personally. And also on an emotional level, I didn't tend to be overly sensitive. So I had I had more control of my emotions, which is for me, I consider that a positive.
I have actually been suffering with headaches for, I don't even know when I didn't have headaches.
And how often were you having them?
I was having headaches at least 50% of the time. Sometimes I would go for 3 straight weeks with a headache. I seriously became an Excedrin addict because it's interesting because when I would take Excedrin, sometimes that would help. But I could tell that it was covering up my headache, but my headache was still there, if that makes sense. I guess that is my most exciting happening is that I can say I have not had a headache for 3 months since the first day I came here.
How quickly after we met did the headaches disappear, go away?
Within a day. I'm just excited to feel better.
Awesome.
And it was nothing. It was just. It was no big, painful ordeal to feel better.
When I took the remedy, it took about a week. I was still not feeling very much
very much better. But then I began to see that I was feeling good just about every day. I mean, the energy level was so improved. I was able to accomplish things that I just hadn't been able to before.
You've been dealing with fatigue since college?
Yes.
So,
even before.
like since you were a teenager or something?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as far as the remedy that I have been able to use, I've been very impressed with it. It has made a big difference for me because HRT, hormone replacement therapy, in that particular area, I felt that I was a slave to HRT and it was going to be a part of my life forever, that I had to spend this large amount of money and to use these compound drugs in order to have a normal, balanced life. But I have noticed with the remedy now that I'm not as committed to the HRT. I'm not stuck with having to do it every morning, every night, every day of the week. When I use my remedy, I have that clarity, I have the balance, I have all the things that were missing because of needing to replace hormones.
Wonderful.
It puts that back in. It gives me that.
Wonderful. And then what about the skin condition?
That was amazing. I had a really bad rash. It had to be some kind of allergic reaction. We couldn't figure out what. But in using the remedy,
Your homeopathic remedy?
my homeopathic remedy, while sitting here talking about the problem, after taking the remedy, I felt the change. The stinging, the burning went away, the redness went away. It just went away right there while I was talking about it.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it was just amazing. And it gave me relief. And I'd been 3 weeks trying to find relief with steroids, topical creams, everything.
But the remedy just provided relief?
Just provided relief right then and there within minutes.
Beautiful. So you want to speak a few words about your grandkids too and how they have benefited from that remedy?
Been the amazing part. I've been a part of that journey when they first started with the homeopathic remedy and the treatments, and watched the change, especially in little Liam, who is on the autistic spectrum. I have seen him grow. I have seen him gain clarity, develop a personality. I've seen him develop who he is, warmth. He has grown at a level that has been unbelievable. And they searched everywhere, were at a loss as to a solution to his problem. And then the minute he started with the homeopathic remedy, we began to see the growth and see the development and the change. And he has literally become a little person of his own.
Oh, that's beautiful.
As for Liam, we saw the growth as soon as we started giving him his homeopathic remedy. His teachers instantly saw a change. It's hard to explain it to the teachers because they saw the change and they just kept asking. I was trying to explain to them, but it was evident that they saw his change and his clarity. He was able to, it was like the noises inside of his head turned off, and that he was able to focus on what he could do so that he could actually live a reasonable life, just like anyone else. As for me, when I first took my remedy, it was like almost going back to the way I was before I had kids and stress and huge responsibilities. It felt like I could tackle those responsibilities. It's a huge help. It's my lifeline. It's like going through life with a glass that's totally foggy on your glasses and then having someone clean them out and you see the clarity and you're able to handle daily life stresses or just even enjoy the small moments. And so that's what homeopathic remedy has done for me and my family.
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't extremely excited about how transformative this has been in my life. I gave it a shot. I was not expecting much, especially when I saw what the remedy looked like. But literally after one remedy, I slept for about 20 hours, I think, because I've been chronically so wound up and I'm a workaholic. But I woke up, I felt great. My energy level had improved. All of these things in my life that were kind of lacking started to look better all of a sudden. And I feel like over the course of several treatments, and maybe it's probably been 6 or 8 months at this point, I hate to say I feel healed because I know that sounds pretty corny, but it has improved the quality of my life so dramatically. I cannot I couldn't possibly overstate it. My relationships have gotten better. My energy level has gotten better. My performance at work has gotten better. Kind of the biggest thing to me, though, definitely has been my relationships. I was very closed off, and I didn't realize how much of myself I kind of closed off because I had been, you know, more in survival mode, I guess, going through life. Things got better almost immediately. The cost was trivial, which is why I couldn't believe it. I just expect for anything, it's going to cost a lot of money. So the fact that it worked, it was inexpensive. Although, to be honest, I'd have paid just about anything for this.
Hi, my name's Amber. I am Jason's girlfriend, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about the changes that I've seen in him and our relationship since he started the homeopathic remedy. It actually makes me a little bit emotional to talk about. Just I've kind of seen him come alive. Mm-hmm. I've seen his mood stabilize. I've seen his happiness go from 0 to 10. His energy level has been amazing. I'm a fairly energetic person, and he has been keeping up with me lately, which has been awesome. Mm-hmm. His level of joy in life, just in everyday life, and his work, and the little things we do together, he just really enjoys life, where before he just kind of battled through life, and I feel like now he's living it and he's loving it, and all these changes I've noticed as he's been taking the remedy, and it's been amazing to watch the changes in him, and they're so visible in every area of his life.
Well, the coolest thing is to see her laugh. I literally, this is the first time ever that I've seen her laugh.
Are you serious?
Honestly, just laugh and enjoy a moment and be able to joke around with her.
So
because we couldn't joke around with her because she would take things
too personally.
Too personally, yeah. And so now it's like we could actually joke around, and
She's
it's
been
like
laughing all day.
I know. Well, it's heartfelt, and now she laughs, and now she smiles, and she has fun.
Is that true, Sophia?
Yes, that's very true.
That's very true.
Homeopatía es increíble. Denle una oportunidad.
Yeah, after taking the remedy, no longer had the shakes, no longer had fatigue. Yeah, no longer had shakes like that, which I now have them back again. Yeah. Had a sense of peace and more confidence, more focus. Just didn't need as much sleep. After getting 8 hours of sleep, I was zinging and ready to go, and just kind of had a childlike enthusiasm, and just go without hesitation.
Yes, after taking the homeopathic remedy, our pulse went from 108 to 87.
And how quickly did the pain in your knees disappear?
As soon as I took the remedy.
And that was about a month ago?
About a month ago, immediately. Just when I took it, everything just came over me, just melted, just went on out my body, just like that.
So, what melted? The anxiety?
The anxiety, the tightness. I just felt like a ball of nerves. It just real tight. The spot, it was like it was wrapped in string. It was just really tight. Mm-hmm. And all it just disappeared. And
it just melted away?
Melted away.
How quickly after you took the remedy?
Less than 2 minutes after I took it, so it went into my system.
It's like the anxiety and the tightness just disappeared?
Disappeared, yeah.
And then the knee pain went away along with it?
But the knee pain disappeared too, just like it just showered me, just came over me, just went on down.
Before you came to see Dr. Sharif, how much fear did you have? You had that much fear and nervousness and embarrassment? And then you came and you saw Dr. Sharif and you had the little white pills? And then how was your fear? So how were your tummy aches before you saw Dr. Sharif? That big.
Yeah, she's going behind her.
Behind your back. And then you've seen Dr. Sharif, and now how are your tummy aches?
Within 15 minutes, I felt the lift start. It continued to build as the day went on, to the point where I now am back with a good positive attitude. Mm-hmm. I feel good. It was a 180-degree change. It was a complete turnaround. I have no question why I'm coming in.
I have a huge list of medical problems that no doctor could ever find a cure for. It just pretty much kicked me out of their office and told me that I was crazy, or that they had no clue what was wrong with me. No one could figure out a cure or anything that was wrong with me. They a lot of times said I was faking because they couldn't figure it out. I had a gallbladder and appendix removed. Like I said, long list of medical problems, and started going to a naturopathic, and it changed my life. Homeopathy, I mean, he's given me vitamins and everything else, which have been fantastic, but homeopathy is the most amazing thing ever, and everyone always asks me, you know, what is that? What does it do for you? And I have the hardest time telling people, because I'm just trying to tell them, you know, it changes your life. Just go get homeopathy. It's amazing.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi. I just got through taking the remedy, and within just a few, probably 30 seconds, started feeling like things were lighter and brighter. I had fibromyalgia, and the pain started to go away, and it's pretty much gone right now.
And then all of a sudden I just started to feel this calm happen, and it was remarkable because it happened, I'd say within, the first couple of minutes of taking the remedy. I can say from the first homeopathy to this one, it's like I came to the same place with both of them.
Yeah.
Even though, like you said, I was hyper and I was down.
Yeah.
And it's a remarkable place. I like it.
Yeah. I'm so glad.
I really like it.
If I had to compare it with something, I would probably compare it with maybe a couple of shots of alcohol, and instead of feeling down, I feel actually up, not I feel better. And again, I'm still a little lightheaded, and I can still taste it.
In your mouth?
Yes.
Now, so the sensation was like having alcohol, except that you didn't go down.
No, I didn't have alcohol tends to be a depressant. This was not a depressant.
I feel like my homeopathic remedy has helped me with my clarity, my calmness in my overall of my body, my heart, my soul. And I also feel that it has helped me with my challenges with the health issues that I've had the past year.
Well, I've had a history of stomach problems for over 7 years, maybe longer than that. And after I took that, about 5 weeks after I took it, I feel like I'm normal again with no stomach pain. It's a miracle, really. This is the first time I actually felt like I was completely healed. And I feel like I don't need any more pills or anything.
I feel very solid, and I just feel happier, a little more effervescent, I should say. So.
And you said something about feeling more relaxed too.
Yeah, just at ease. I don't feel like I have to worry about all these things. That I actually don't. There isn't anything running through my head as we speak. It's just solid
calmness,
sigh of just being.
Any physical changes?
My head is opened up. It doesn't feel like I'm just looking through here. It feels like I have all this. I can get to everything again that I needed to get to.
Oh, fantastic! Is that the only physical change so far?
My vision's clear. It's sharp again, which was starting to scare me beforehand. I couldn't see things clearly, and now I can see.
Vision is clear.
Vision is clear.
Okay.
Colors are clear.
Wonderful.
I just want to let you know that I just feel so awake and alive, and I just feel this joy. Just so awake.
In your being.
Just alive. Oh, and I love it, yes.
And this is within 15-20 minutes after you took the remedy?
Yeah.
The last few times you've taken the remedy, did the emotional benefits stick around for a few weeks?
Months.
For a few months.
I was elated with my emotions. I was elated to be in touch with my emotions. I believe that helped a lot dealing with my stresses.
And what I noticed immediately was a feeling of relaxation, and all I can say looking back now is how my focus, mental, physically, emotionally, just kind of snapped into place, just clarified.
Well, I've taken the homeopathic remedy. I started out with a elbow pain of probably 4 out of 10, has reduced to virtually nothing.
Within how, like about?
Within say 5 to 10 minutes. Back pain was about 2 out of 10, and that went to a 0 also within the same amount of time. I feel lighter, more relaxed. Just things have just kind of calmed.
Even that day, just minutes after taking it, I was pretty tired that day, so I just started to relax, and I just felt like this overwhelming urge to go home and take a nap. After that...
And you had been under a lot of stress prior to that.
I had been under a lot of stress. I was working full-time, going to school full-time.
And you continue to do so.
I think that was right around my midterms, too. And so... I went to work that day, and then I went home and had a good night's sleep. The next morning, I woke up and I just felt fantastic. I had a bunch of energy that I haven't had in a long time. After taking the homeopathic, I was back to going to bed early at night and waking up and feeling refreshed and ready for the day, rather than just barely rolling out of bed and trying to crawl into a shower. With the homeopathic, the anxiety was just not there. When I was faced with anything that would have normally caused the anxiety, I was just able to deal with it and move on. Once the homeopathic had been antidoted by this surgery, it was just every minor detail was a big deal. Where the constitutional homeopathic, it just was everything. It was all encompassing.
All encompassing. Sounds great.
Took the remedy. Within 5 minutes, felt very emotional, extremely emotional, wanted to cry, but got a lot of relief, a relief I've been wanting for years.
You've had tennis elbow on both sides for a long time.
Probably 8 years.
And
I've gone and gotten cortisone shots in both elbows, and finally the doctor told me, maybe, I said, can we have an operation? He said, oh, that's 50-50, and that maybe I should change my profession, because I sit and type all day long on the computer, and that's what agitates it. And sometimes I work 12, 13 hours a day, and I wanted to say to him, well, why don't you change your profession? I mean, I've been working at my job this Friday 18 years. How am I going to change my profession?
Yeah.
There's got to be something. I worked 6 months with the physical therapist and did exercises, and that didn't work. And then I started with the massage therapist, and that's helped a bit. But I mean, right now, I came in there today where, it hurt to even move I told the acupuncturist that I wished I could just cut the right arm off and not have it at all.
It was that bad?
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
So did the acupuncture help?
No.
And then you came in here
and I took the happy pills, and I'm feeling really good.
Doing good? How much did the happy pills help the pain in your elbows?
Well, it went from about on a scale of 1 to 10, it felt like it was about a 13, and now it feels like it's about a 1.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So it went.
It hurt to even move.
So it when you said it was 50% better, that was like 10 minutes ago. So it's improved even more now.
It has improved even since then.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know what these happy pills do, but I want to get them all the time.
Right after I took the remedy, I immediately felt just a sense of lightness, kind of a pressure coming off my shoulders. As it went on, I felt a little bit kind of tingly, and now it's been about a half an hour, and I just feel sort of bouncy and just really much better than I did when I came in, a lot less stressed.
Hi again. Cynthia, would you please share with us how your remedy makes you feel? Please.
Initially, when I take my remedy, I take it in the office, and I usually feel results immediately. I just basically, I feel like this energy just coming in with me, and I feel emotionally, I just feel emotionally lighter. I feel emotionally that whatever I came in with or whatever I experienced is basically kind of just lifted off of me, which gives me energy, gives me an energy that I didn't have prior to coming into the office.
So this is Jacob, and he's 2 years old. We finally figured out that he was a silica, and so every time he started to get colds being around other kids, So I brought him here right away to get his remedy, and 6 hours after he took his remedy, his faucet dripping nose was almost 90% better. He was happier, his fever was gone, everything just got better.
I like homeopathic remedies because it makes me feel so tranquil. It's like sitting by a waterfall and having a massage at the same time. It's utterly peace.
Okay, so you're starting to feel the remedy.
Yeah, I'm starting to now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed it a little bit ago.
Yeah, it's
kind of
okay.
a soft feel inside of me, like, gee, I don't know, like I'm already standing in my garden. I just feel totally relaxed, more
Yeah.
relaxed. Yeah.
Good. So,
And I don't feel the fatigue I was feeling.
you feel more energized?
Yes, I'm not feeling the fatigue. I just realized that's left.
Good.
When I first walked in, I was so sleepy. I thought, how am I going to drive home? I feel great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good,
I
good,
should
good.
clean that spare room. Oh, I got the energy. When I first took it
2 years ago.
2 years ago, I felt just what I'm feeling right now in the office. I remember that. But when we got in the car and we got about maybe 2 miles from here, which would be about 20 minutes or so into it, that's when I felt like God's breath came into my body. It felt like every cell was just filled with oxygen, and that I could go out and run a marathon or whatever I wanted to do. I felt light as air, and it just felt like it's the best feeling.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
feeling
and you don't
wellness.
feel drugged up. You don't
No,
feel
no.
like you've, high on coffee. It's not that kind of feeling at all. It's more like you've meditated, you've done some yoga, and now
So it was a feeling of wellness.
it's a wellness feeling. Definitely a wellness feeling.
First of all, that you came in, and I'll never forget you putting these granules in this little cup that was the size of a pencil eraser. And I'm thinking I'm going to leave with a bottle to take 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And you are explaining to me that you're going to put those on my tongue, and then we're just going to sit back. And of all the things, that was probably the farthest reach for me, where I've been very open to everything, and I was open to this. But as you joked and said, let's just wait and see what the 10 minutes bring, that at that end of that 10 minutes, I indicated to you all I wanted to do was to crawl up
Go
onto
lay down.
your table and have a good nap.
Mhm.
And as I've told you now a month later, that I struggled, I noticeably struggled, and I was so relaxed that I had trouble staying awake on my 30-mile drive home.
Back home.
That it was that noticeable. It was the following day that I said to my husband, in kind of that vacation kind of feeling, you know how maybe after the 5th or 6th day on a vacation that you have conversations that you normally don't ever get to in a normal week.
I was definitely skeptical at first to see a naturopath and try homeopathy, but now I can't imagine what life would be like without it. I really didn't think that the remedy would help as much as it did, but now after taking it for the past few months, and now every time I do need it and take it, I feel instantly better. Whether that be I'm about to get sick and I take it, or I'm having different pain in my body, I take my remedy, and within a couple hours, and definitely by the next day, I feel completely different and feel just, even emotionally, I feel calm. So I really appreciate what homeopathy has done for me, and I'm definitely going to continue to heal my body.
Homeopathic remedy, it's good because they help me a lot, because help me to my brain, I'm relaxed and I feel good. La medicina homeopática es muy buena porque ayuda, en especial los remedios homeopáticos ayudan mucho en cuanto a nuestro interior, en la mente, y relajar el cuerpo y sentirse muy bien. Los chochitos hacen feliz a la gente.
When you take your homeopathic remedy, do you feel any discernible changes
Yeah.
on any level, mentally, emotionally, physically?
Yeah, mentally, definitely. I notice I can handle the world easier.
Okay, more tolerance
Yeah, a lot more
for
tolerance.
stress.
Yeah, that's basically how I know when it's worn off.
Yeah. Your tolerance level goes down.
Goes way down.
Homeopathy is an underlying foundational piece of my health. It brings it up to a certain level where it smooths out other areas of my life that have difficulty, like allergies or indigestion. It just smooths it out so I don't have to worry about the low dips in my energy, and it just is my foundational piece. And I know when the remedy's wearing off, and I know when I need a new one, because I'll start dipping into increased anxiety, indigestion, allergies, and then when I take it again, within moments I'm back there at the level again.
How long does each remedy last for you?
The remedies last almost on the button. They last about 35 days.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The homeopathic remedies I've taken have worked better than any supplements I've had.
When I first started coming here, I was seeing other doctors and I was trying to get myself prepared and a little more healthy, and coming to a naturopath and going into a homeopathy situation in the remedy, I noticed immediately a change by taking my remedy. You know, it was not, hey, wait 3 or 4 months and see kind of how things go. I had a lot of physical symptoms because of my stress, and so for me to be able to take a remedy and feel so much better was huge. It was a huge thing for me. I have a 13-year-old stepdaughter, and teenage girls can be difficult, and I've noticed just a lot of different clarity with her. She has the ability to focus, and you know, her and I are the same remedy, which helps, so I understand her a little bit more, but I do see a big difference in her. You know, we both see a difference in just her ability to focus. Her homework is done. She takes care of her chores. I don't have to write her. Yes, she behaves.
She behaves, right?
You know, normally you come home and it's a fight. Have you done this? Have you done this? And she just takes care of it. I push as many people as I can to come here to see, you know, if you don't try it, you don't know, and you don't have to be some sort of granola freak. You don't have to wear Birkenstocks.
That's right.
To homeopathy. You know, you don't have to wear, you know, your bamboo clothing and that. So there's a difference. You can be a normal person.
That's right.
And still reap the benefits of it.
Yes, I feel happier. Right. Yes.
Hi, I'm Nancy and I work at the front desk at Whole Health Clinic. What you've just seen and heard is typical of what I see on a daily basis here at the clinic, and I never cease to be amazed.
This is a great profession, and the world needs this.
I want my homeopathic remedy, and I want it now. Now. I need it now.
Oh, and I love it, yes.
It's amazing. Just do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much.